been a long week, but we made it. Yeah, it's Friday. It's been a long week and we made it. How y'all doing? As you can see, I'm in my car. Yep. I needed to get out of the house. And it started, well, it's raining. I thought I was gonna, get out and get a little activity, move around a little bit, but it started raining. And I'm like, I'm still not gonna sit in the house. I'm gonna still get out. And I just drove up the street to the park and I'm sitting in the parking lot. Yeah. Just to say I got out of the house today. Just to say I got out of the house today. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long week. It's been a long week. This week has been long. And it's been a little rough. But made it through. Hanging in there. So, how are you guys doing? How was your week? What are you guys up to for the weekend? Anything special? Anything happening with you? Earlier this week, I talked about what did I talk about? Being unmotivated. Yeah, being unmotivated. Sometimes you just don't feel motivated. I talked a little bit about that. So I kind of got things up and running, started moving along again. And guess what happened today? Even before that, even after I talked about, being unmotivated, I got my journal. I have my journal, which I brought it along with me today. This is just one of my journals. But I wrote some things down in my journal because I hadn't been journaling. So I wrote some things down in my journal. And one of the things was I was talking about I had completed my book and I was just waiting for Amazon to send the draft, right? Guess what I got today? I got the draft. So this is just the draft version. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Yeah, Claire's Run in the Rain, a memory of bonded love. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I've already looked through it and I'm going to show you guys some of the little pictures here, some of the vivid illustrations. Yeah, so I'm excited that that's happening. Hello, how are you? Hi, beautiful girl. He's so kind. Hello. Yeah, so this book is about Claire. Claire is preparing for the spelling bee and she decided to take a run. Y'all, I can't see. I have to get my glasses. So I can see. I tell you. Let's see who's drinking. You heard about the plane crash in India? I have not. No. Was that today? I have not seen that. As a matter of fact, I haven't turned on my television. I did turn it on earlier. Let me stop. No, I did turn it on earlier, but I didn't watch the news or anything. So I haven't seen any of the news or anything like that. Thank you. I love these. I'm a big leopard girl. So I love these glasses. Hi, Ounce of Paradise. How are you? 200. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Wow. That is just ridiculous. Oh goodness. Prayers for the family is going up. Yeah, I was just talking, just the title, just saying, it's been a rough week, but we made it. But our week wasn't as rough as those individuals. Gosh, that is so sad. So sad. So many lives being lost. I hate to hear that. Wow. I tell you, it's just so much going on in the world. So much is happening. That's why I try to keep myself, upbeat and not complain, because it could be worse. Couldn't it? It really could be worse. So we just got to pray for others and just keep pushing forward. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. But thanks for bringing that to my attention. I had no idea that had happened. Yeah, thank you for bringing that to my attention. But I was just talking about the fact that my draft book came today. So that's one of the things I'm going to be focusing on. I plan on publishing it July 4th. Yeah, July 4th. I know, right? So sad. Just so much going on. It's crazy. And you know what? It's been a lot with planes over the course of last 4 months? A lot with planes. Yeah, a lot with planes. So I know they're looking for that red box, because that's the first thing they do. They start looking for the red box so they can kind of figure out what went wrong. I have to get my granddaughter a book. Yeah, you got to get your granddaughter a book. Yeah, all my books are out on Amazon, and this is how it looks. And like I said, this is just a draft version. It came today, so I just gotta, go through it and make sure everything is to my liking. I took a quick glance at it earlier, and it read really good. Everything was falling the way that I wanted it to. So a lot of, it takes a lot of work, and just, making sure you reread it and that type of thing. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I'm going to have it published on July 4th in my sister's honor. She's no longer here with us. So yeah, I'm going to read the back part of the book. 12-year-old Claire is determined to win the school spelling bee. But on the eve of the competition, she feels the weight of nervousness and loss. A year after losing her father, Claire finds herself overwhelmed by memories of his love and support. In a moment of uncertainty, she laces up her running shoes and heads out for a run, only to be caught in an unexpected rainstorm. As the rain falls, Claire is flooded with the recollections of her father's voice, cheering her through her toughest challenges, from awkward dance tryouts to standing strong against school bullies. With each stride, she learns that love and encouragement never truly leaves, even when someone does. So she's dealing with the loss of her dad, and this competition, this spelling bee competitions that's coming up, and it's got her all flustered. So that's basically what the storyline is all about. Claire, and she decides to take a run and to clear her mind. And sometimes that's exactly what we have to do. We have to clear our minds. And that's why I left home today. I decided to get out of the house because I work from home, and I was like, I gotta get out of these four walls, get outside and kind of clear my head. And how ironic it is that I come outside and it's raining. So it's raining where I'm at. So I came up here to the park. I was gonna go sit outside under the little sheds out here, but it's still sprinkling rain, so I'll just wait for a moment. So how was your week? An ounce of paradise, how was your week? Everything go well at work? I know I catch you sometimes in the morning when you're preparing to go out for work. Yeah, so just wondering how you guys' week went. Any big plans for the weekend? Anything exciting, brand new happening? Yeah, and like I said, I brought along my journal. I was gonna sit outside and some journaling, jot down some thoughts and that type of thing. Yeah, so just to kind of get out the house and kind of clear my head and try to keep a plan going, trying to keep myself motivated, keep myself moving forward. So yeah, it was good. I've been working in my yard. Okay, nice. Do you have flowers, or you just taking care of the lawn, that type of thing? I need to cut back my roses. I've been saying that for the last two weeks. I haven't did it yet, and I was looking at them today. I definitely need to cut them back. Yeah. So, but I know I'm not gonna do that tomorrow. My niece, my great niece, she's in a Juneteenth pageant. So I'll be going out to support her tomorrow evening. So that's on my agenda. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go roller skating in the morning. I haven't roller skated in about 2 weeks, so I'm gonna get up, grab my skates, and go out to the tennis court. No, it's actually a basketball court. Nobody's out early in the morning, so I'll go out and lace up my skates and get out for a little while. Then I'll come on back in and do some things before I go to the pageant. Yeah. So I know it's Friday. People are busy getting off work, probably running to the stores, trying to get dinner for their families. So I just thought I would just plug in, jump on a live real quick, not talking about anything in particular, nothing serious, just some chit chat, that type of thing. Nothing serious. Just thought this would be a good opportunity just to get on and, see what you guys got going on. How was your week? See how you guys did during the week. Like I said, it was kind of a rough I'm not going to say a rough week, but it was a long week. I just had a lot going on, a lot going on at work, here and there, all that type of stuff. Yeah, definitely a full workout, whether you're in the yard or, walking, skating, tennis. I'm sitting in front of the tennis court and there's nobody out here because, again, it's sprinkling, but this tennis court is typically always full. And I always roll my eyes because I'm like, I be wanting to come up here and skate, but it is a tennis court. So I have to try to catch it when it's empty, and that's typically early parts of the day. But in the afternoons, I mean, people are out here at nighttime playing tennis. So yeah, so I can't catch. It's always kind of challenging trying to catch the tennis court empty, but it is a nice size court. So yeah, but it's quiet out here. It's really quiet. So I had to put my glasses on because I cannot read without them. So, but yeah, I'm just sitting here, just trying to breathe, take a breath. Like I said, I wanted to get out of the house because I do work from home and wanted to get out and kind of stretch my legs and have a different scenery. Sometimes you'll get tired looking at those four walls and you just have to get out and see something different. And I may just drive on down to one of the stores and walk around before I go back home. So yeah, but nothing else big happening for sure. Nothing else big happening for me. Me and my girlfriends, we be laughing. We're like, gosh, we got a boring life. But I'm good with it. I am good with it. I don't have to do all this and that. I've done, trust me, I have done a lot of stuff. So I'm good with just having a quiet evening, reading a book, doing a puzzle. I enjoy puzzles, and yeah, I'm kind of like a homebody now, and I'm good with that. There's times where I want to get out and be out and about, but I don't have to do that all the time. That's been there, done that, got a t-shirt for it. So I'm pretty good with that. Okay, glasses. That's a good life. Boring. I know, right? Less drama. And my circle is real small. Yeah, my little circle. I don't have a big circle. So, as you get older, I think we kind of wind down into, our little own lives. And yeah, I know when I was younger, I had all these friends and going here and going there, doing this and that. But you know, getting settled, you kind of start calming down. I've got a birthday coming up, you know, this month. So I'll be turning 59. So yeah, I'm coming on down, calming, you know, still active, but I don't need all that extra stuff. I'm good. I don't need all that extra stuff. I'm good. You got to be good with it. Some people enjoy all the excitement, going here and going there consistently, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. You got to do what works for you. You got to find out what works for you, what, you know, what you enjoy. That's what it's about, what you enjoy. So yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I'm just checking out the folks coming in and out. Looks like the rain has kind of stopped. I'm kind of thinking about grabbing my camera, my phone, and just walking. What you say? Me either. You're about that quiet life. I know that's right. I don't need all that extra stuff. Less drama. Less drama. I don't need all that drama. Hey, I think you were the one who was talking about not answering your phone because it's going to be a lot of drama. Wasn't that you? What you say? Some wine, music, and crafting. And that's a good time for you, right? Oh, goodness. Yes, you were the one talking about the phone. That was funny, but you were real. That was right. That's truthful. You know, typically people are calling. They're calling with a bunch of drama. And when you see certain names, you're like, not today. Not today. This person, Some days, you know, you have to take those calls, but some other days you're like, I just can't handle that today. I just cannot handle that extra flair. I'm just going to bypass this call. Not that they're not important, and you know, you love them, you want to be there for them and support them, but you have drama every day, every week. It's always something. You're the common denominator. Something is going on with you. It's always drama with you. Yeah, that's a big much. That is a big much when it's just constant drama. Okay, this guy, he done pulled up and he's cleaning his car. Okay, I think I'm gonna see if I can walk a little bit. They don't listen. Oh yeah, they don't listen. They just wanna complain. They want to complain about the same thing. It's the same old stuff. You keep going over the same thing every week. Somebody was talking about the fact that some people know they shouldn't be traveling or going places, and then they go spend all their money, and then they come back and complain about the fact that they're broke. Yeah, you're broke because you done spent all your money. Sometimes you need to stay home. Stay home and enjoy what you have at home. It's okay. You don't have to be on the scene for everything. Learn how to be content. You know, we got to learn contentment. We don't have to have everything brand new all the time or be on the scene when something is happening. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Yes, when they go to the casino, you say when they go to the casino, oh yes, and then they lose all their money, then they're looking crazy. Okay, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my thing and I'm gonna walk. Like the rain has stopped. Got my glasses. I feel a little sprinkle of rain, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. This way it'll give me a chance to kind of move around. Like I said, after being home all day, give me an opportunity to get out and move my legs a little bit. Kind of move around. And if it starts raining a little too hard, I still can take cover. So, yeah, I tell you, it's so nice out here. It's even nicer when it's nobody's out here. Yeah. Welcome to the Born Learning Trail. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just out here. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself and get along by yourself and with your thoughts. Yeah. So nice. They keep it really nice out here. No, I'm going to keep walking. I still can just hang on out here for a minute. See, I'm going to turn it around so you guys can see. Just at the park. Just walking around. There's a trail. A nice little trail out here. So, look at a little hopscotch on the... So it's really nice out here. I like coming out here, walking around. A lot of people come out here and they do family reunions because they have like a clubhouse. Over here, I passed the clubhouse, but on the back end, I mean, it is a huge field area. So, yeah, it's really nice out here. And some people actually fish out here. I don't know what kind of fish they will be catching out here, but hey, I don't know. I don't know. So, okay. Hey, y'all, I'm looking for alligators. I don't need nothing jumping out at me. Hey, do you see that water bubbling? What is that? Can y'all see that water bubbling? What's that water? What's bubbling over there? Hey, I don't know what's going on. Let me keep walking. You know, this Florida. So, I'm on the lookout. Yeah. Yeah, people fish all back up in here. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's really nice out here. And like I say, I love the fact that they really keep it up. There's a nice path and yeah. So I'm just gonna walk the path. This is the quietest I've ever seen it out here. But yeah, this is a really nice spot for a family reunion. You know, hey, you don't want all the stuff at your house, just bring them out here. So yeah, this is a perfect spot. I wish they didn't have all these benches out here because I would bring my skates up here. This would be a good spot, but I still could. You know what? I still could, and I still might. I can skate between this, whatever. Yes, I got me a little spot. I'm gonna just sit down for a minute, and yeah. Oh boy. So, do you have any plans for the weekend? Anything happening with you for the weekend? So quiet. You said you were going to be crafting. My sister-in-law, she does she crochets, and she's really into it. I mean, she has a room just dedicated with nothing but her crochet stuff. No house cleaning. Yeah. That's not on my agenda this weekend. Not at all. No house cleaning for me. But probably more than likely gonna have to really get and do some dusting and stuff next weekend. Pull out the mops and all that good stuff. Yeah. This weekend, no, gonna be low key and I just want to take out some time for myself. You just started back to crocheting, and I mean, she's been selling her stuff like crazy. She's been selling it out on the Facebook Marketplace, and she does all these different hats and mittens and blankets, and I didn't think it was that lucrative, but apparently I was wrong. So that's her side hustle, and she really enjoys it. And I mean, the color combinations that she come up with, it is crazy. And people are wearing beanies all throughout the summer. It's not just a summer thing where people are wearing crochet stuff. They're wearing it all throughout the seasons, all throughout the year. Because I know at one time, you only see people with crochet items during the fall or the winter. But this thing is hyped up to a whole nother level. So I'm like, hey, if you can make money doing that, why not? And that's something she enjoys, so she get her yarn, her needle, and she sits down, and she says she crochets like 1 o'clock in the morning. She's up working on it. So I just never knew that people make that type of money. So yeah, she does really, really well. Yes, it is. Yeah. So yeah, she does. Yeah, that's the thing. Now you gotta find something to supplement your income these days. You really do. You just can't be focused and zoned in on a full-time job. Yeah. So, and especially if you can find something that you enjoy, you don't necessarily have to be passionate about it, but if you like it enough to keep showing up and you can make some extra money, why not? Why not? Hey, it's all spendable, right? It's all spendable. Yeah. So, especially with the talk now about social security, that's the scary thing I know for some folks. Thinking about not having that social security benefit there, and then at the same time you think, okay, you paid into it for all these years. What would happen to it? Where would that money go? But that's another story for another time. But it's something to think about, where would all of that money go? That is just crazy. It's like people work so hard. They work so hard for their money. I mean, do the right thing. Just do the right thing, so everything is so expensive these days. The prices are totally going up. But one thing I'll say now, hey, the restaurants, when I pass by the restaurants, they stay full. So the economy can't be as bad as people are saying it is, because the restaurants are packed out, you know. People are still entertaining themselves. But you know what? I was reading this article and they were saying that's the one thing people do. Even if there's a crunch in the economy, people are still going to do something to entertain themselves, to make them feel like, it's okay. They're going to still do something, to have pleasure. And I get it. I get it. You put in your 80 hours, your 90, 100 hours, whatever the case may be. You just don't want to just keep paying bills, 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 bills. You got to do something to have some entertainment, to have some fun. People don't like the cooking. Yeah, we cook at our house. Yeah, that's one thing we're big on. I'm going to say at least 85% of the time we're cooking at home. Very small percentage that we're going to eat out. Yeah. So, and it's certain things I'm going to cook at home anyway. Like how I enjoy blue crabs and crab legs and stuff like that, but I've never been one to go and purchase it already cooked. I like to cook my own seafood. I've always been like that. It's certain things I just want cooked myself. I want to cook them myself. So yeah. Food will always make money, most definitely. Hey, guess what? I didn't know about. I am so late to the party. These peanuts, boiled peanuts that people are putting shrimps and broccoli and neck bones and all this stuff into this. It's not a shrimp boil. It's like a peanut boil now. And I'm like, how did I miss this? My girlfriend sent me sorry, it's a plane coming over. But yeah, my girlfriend sent me a picture of this pot of peanuts with all this stuff in it. And I'm like, oh, and it had crawfish in it. It was crawfish, shrimps, peanuts, neck bones, and broccoli. I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. It looked good though. It looked good. It looked very appetizing. It looked really good. But I'm like, okay, they doing the most. But I think my girlfriend was saying like a bag is like $10, $15, something like that. So yeah. Hey, Chef, you heard about these peanut boils that people are doing with the peanuts and the shrimps and the crawfish? You do those? You do those? I know you be cooking. I was watching you doing that baked spaghetti the other day and I gained about 15 pounds. I'm like, Lord, Chef gonna have all us not being able to fit in our clothes. And I love it when you drop it in that pan and I hear that sizzle. I be like, oh yeah, he hitting it now. That pan hot and you drop it in there and I hear that sizzle going. That get me going. I be like, oh, I love that. You say what they doing? Yeah, they're doing these peanut bags and it's boiled peanuts, but it has like shrimps. You have your boiled peanuts, you have your neck bones, broccoli, and they're just putting it all into a pot and they're selling it. It's a peanut bag. Yeah. It's a peanut bag. And I'm like, okay, yeah, my girlfriend sent me a picture of this. I need to call my brother-in-law because he actually sells peanuts at the flea market, but I was under the impression he was just selling, regular boiled peanuts. Nothing, to that degree. So I need to see if he's doing all of that. But it looks really good. It looks good. And I know they say that they are charging like $10, $15 a bag, for a bag of the peanut bags with the shrimps and stuff in it. So it looks really good. It looks really good. I was like, wow, we would take something to a whole nother level. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Yeah, my girlfriend, she says it tastes divine. She loves it. Yeah, so I haven't tried it yet. But again, I'm a kind of person, I like to cook stuff myself. So I'm going to go, this store, they sell bags of peanuts in the frozen section. You can get the mild or you can get the Cajun. And believe it or not, these are the same peanuts people are purchasing and just reselling them. They take them, they go to the store, they buy these peanuts and they warm them up and they resell them and they make a profit. I get that. So they're taking these same peanuts and adding the seafood and the neck bones and all the other stuff to it. And now they're just charging, more because they're adding more stuff to it, which makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, if you can make money from it, do it. Yeah. You say, what's all in it? You have your peanuts, crawfish, shrimps, broccoli, neck bones. And I guess you can add whatever else you want to it. Hey, whatever floats your boat. People love, like Ounce of Paradise was saying, it's going to always be money in food. So, yeah. Yeah. Chef, do you cater? You cater? Is that? I never went out and read your bio. I just been so busy watching your content. So, do you cater as well? Is cooking your full-time job? Is that your full-time job? Or is that your something you do on the side or what? Oh, just YouTube. Really? Really? Okay. I expected you to come back and say, oh yeah, this is what I do. Well, you need to be thinking about that because you be coming up with some good stuff. That food be looking good. I can't believe you not. Okay, you need to do something. That's one of your gifts. That's one of your gifts, Chef. You got to elevate that. You got to take that thing to another level. Yeah. You got to take that to another level. We sitting on these gifts. Y'all done heard me talking about that on my channel. We sitting on these gifts. We need to be utilizing these gifts. Some of these gifts going to make us money. Yeah. Don't just sit on that. That's something you're good at. Hello, how are you? Wefa Joseph. Did I say that right? I don't be liking to mess up people's names. But I know Joseph, I know that part is right. How are you? How's your Friday? How was your week? Yeah, I was just talking about, just chit-chatting, just saying, it's been a long week, but we made it through. I just decided to get out the house and get some fresh air. And it's nice and cloudy. There's an overcast. It was raining a little bit when I got to the park. But yeah, it's still, overcast out here. But the weather, it feels really good out here. It feels really nice. So I'm just out catching some fresh air before I go back in. Just to say I've been outside for the day. Please give me a shout out. Shout out to Joseph. Shout out. Hi, how are you? Where are you from? Where are you at? He said, give you a shout out. I'm going to give you an applause. Hey, how are you? It's hot out here. It's hot. Oh, what's the temperature? I'll let you know if it's hot or not. What's the temperature? Because in Florida, it's always hot. But it's feeling good right now. It really is. It's feeling good. It's not even muggy because, typically after the rain, you start feeling a little muggy, that kind of thing. Yeah. Joseph, you say you're good? Bye, you. Bye. Thanks for dropping by. I enjoyed you. Have a great weekend. All right. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Chef, what's the temperature where you're at? You're in the 90s? 98? 100? Chef, Chef, sit down. You talking about this in the 80s. That's too close to the 70s, Chef. Stop it. I guess you say that's hot enough for me. It's hot because you always in the kitchen cooking. That's why it's hot. You always got that grease cranking. That's why it's hot. Your sister lives in Florida? Yeah, I love living in Florida. Until they start talking about those storms. Gosh, I tell you, it's crazy. You talking about that's hot? The 80s? Okay. Hey, you wouldn't be able to handle this heat when we be hitting the 101, 102. Those are days I don't go outside. I be in the house. I be like, ooh, it's too hot out here. Too hot. And you have to go outside and get in your car. Don't you hate those days? That car be smoking hot. Smoking hot, I tell you. Y'all, I think I'm getting ready to walk back toward my car. I enjoyed y'all hanging out with me. Trying to see, do I want to walk back around the other way? I enjoyed y'all hanging out with me. Y'all can see where I'm going back. Going back. So you can see the scenery as I walk back. Yeah, I'm gonna get back. Probably just stop at a store or walk around. I'm not buying anything, just gonna walk around. Then I'm gonna go on back home. And that's gonna be it for me. Me and Ounce of Paradise was talking about, you know, we got a boring life and we're good with it. I know I am. Just kind of have a chill evening. Yeah. Chef, it might be some fish in here for you to fry. Oh, that's what I had for the last 2 days. I fried tilapia. Yep. I had tilapia. I keep telling y'all, I be looking out for alligators with my scary self. I'm looking for anything that's going to try to jump out. Gotta always be on alert. Hey, Valentine, how are you? Happy Friday. Yeah, I just got out and was doing a little bit of walking. Yeah, and I was headed back to my car. And I just brought you guys along with me. Just to check things out. Yeah. It had started raining earlier. So I sat in my car for the first 20, 25 minutes. Then I got on outside and started moving around. Yeah. So, yeah, that's about it. You got any big plans for the weekend? I enjoyed chatting with you too. Thanks for dropping by, hanging out with me. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. Ounce of Paradise. Be safe. Yeah, so almost back at my car. Almost back to the front of the park. looks like everybody's gone. I'm the only one up here. Oh, somebody's at the tennis court. I told y'all earlier, it's always somebody at that tennis court. That's why I can't never get over there and skate. Look at them. Why are they over there? Let me stop. That's what the tennis court is for. Yeah. Working tomorrow, resting Sunday. Okay, good. Get that rest in. That's important. Get that rest in. Yeah. Okay, guys. I so appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, and I pray you guys have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing weekend. Be safe. Enjoy your family, your friends, and get some rest. Get some rest. Take a nap. All right, guys. I'll talk to you real soon. Take care. Bye. You too. Have a blessed weekend. Bye, y'all.